Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. Now, this isn't necessarily a UAP UFO story, but I think this still lives in the realm of the things we're trying to discuss here on the channel. And this is a pretty big story, and it can't pertain to the other stuff we've been talking about, the UAP stuff. But it is concerning, especially for national defense, and that's kind of the whole reason this conversation has really pervaded the culture in the last couple months and years. Why we're talking more seriously about UAPs, because if it is a national defense issue, the people need to know, and we need to prepare. But I think this story connects in a big way, and I think it's just concerning and also interesting to see what their reactions and plans are to circumvent this. So I have my notes here. I'm just going to go through some of them and get you guys up to speed. So the U.S. Air Force officials at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia are planning to install anti-drone nets to protect F-22 Raptor stealth fighters on the flight line. This decision comes after mysterious drone incursions at Langley over the past year, highlighting the Air Force's struggle to respond to uncrewed aerial threats domestically. Now, that could be, your typical consumer drones, something military, something foreign, something domestic, or, UAPs. Langley's 633rd Contracting Squadron issued a notice on October 4th asking for information about the counter-drone netting for 42 sunshade shelters. Here's kind of the example they give. Langley is part of a joint base. Langley, Eustis, and hosts F-22 Raptors, a key part of the Air Force's homeland defense posture. And those things are insane, as you know. The goal of the netting is to deter and prevent drone intrusions near aircraft and personnel. And this is the proof of concept. The netting should be able to disable Group 1 small drones like the DJI mattress, which again, consumer, professional grade, kind of commercial grade drone. I think they use this in movies, which can weigh up to 20 pounds and reach 100 knots, which is great. Crazy for a drone, how good these consumer drones have gotten these days. So you could get in and out of places pretty quick. Material requirements include UV and moisture resistance. I don't know if they showed it here. No, this is just dimensions. Moisture resistance, tensile strength of 200 pounds or greater, and the ability to withstand temperatures of up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So they need to be pretty solid. The netting must also be retractable, obviously. Langley experienced drone incursions in December, prompting a whole government response. I think that story was pretty popular. In 2017, unauthorized drones at Langley highlighted vulnerabilities, with air combat commanders leaders voicing concerns about drones interfering with flightline operations. Similar counter-drone measures have been considered at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base for the F-15E Strike Eagles. Here's a shot of Langley. Drone threats are becoming more common worldwide, as seen in Ukraine, where both sides are using weaponized drones to target aircraft on the ground, and advances in drone technology and AI are lowering the bar for entry. And so are these commercial drones, which are probably a big part of the problem, but also you don't want to minimize any potential threats and vulnerabilities. So that's why they're taking these precautions, and I'm sure they're, going live with other things we're talking about on this channel. There might be other things going on. Maybe. The U.S. military faces regulatory hurdles when deploying counter-drone measures domestically, largely due to FAA restrictions. FAA is pretty strict. They call for passive defenses like nets which are more appealing as they are less affected by legal barriers. So really good nets is what they're going for, just to get around FAA restrictions, which I think is fair. We need to keep the skies mostly open for as long as possible, I think. But recent legislative proposals aim to expand authority for domestic counter-drone actions across various governments. But also, yes, have to be realistic about the onset of drones, especially with AI becoming a lot better things are just going to get a lot more precise. People are going to become a lot more savvy, and computers are going to become a lot more savvy, and things are just going to move very quickly. So it might be time to really look into this. Installing anti-drone nets at Langley represents a step toward mitigating localized drone threats, but should be part of a larger defensive strategy. This move underscores urgency in addressing uncrewed aerial threats to protect critical military assets. Yes, please, if you're going to spend all that money on those jets, please protect them. And I think you probably use more than nets, but I mean, hopefully this can withstand some amount of force and coverage, because those things are expensive and we need to protect them. I thought this story would be interesting. That's kind of it. It's concerning that it's happening so much, and it seems like it's happening so often. And whether this be kind of low level, just consumer, using DJI, you don't know where that information is going. You don't know who's using those videos, that data. They're integrating it into AI systems. The implications are kind of endless at this point. What people decide to do with this information could be, who knows? On the kind of domestic front, on the foreign front, and then again, because we see things through the lens of UAPs, which again could be foreign adversary, foreign drone, foreign aircraft, whatever you want to call it, an identified air phenomena. I think it is important to take these actions to protect some of these huge American assets, these very expensive American assets, from whatever it might be. Until we get some clarity on what the drones are, where they're from. Again, maybe a lot of consumer drones, people just trying to spy and see the base. Obviously, your average person can't really get onto the base to see these jets. So I could see people thinking they're being cute and trying to get videos of the jets and stuff. But again, that's on the very safe end of the spectrum. There's a lot of other more complicated and difficult things to address here. So let me know what you guys think of this story. Do you think it's more for localized threats? Do you think they should be doing more? Do you think the FAA should ease up, especially going into this new era of, unmanned drone, AI? Everything could be super hyper specific and intelligent. I don't know. There's a new precedent being set, and things are moving very, very quickly. And I think our government is still so damn slow. And I think it's just going to move so much faster than these, government agencies and our laws can really contend with. And it's been that way for a long time, but it's getting even faster. So let me know what you guys think. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you very soon. And talk to you in the next one.